Hey y'all, it's Vicky. So I'm riding around the parking lot, and I could have been really mean here a minute ago, but I decided that I read my devotional this morning and I decided I needed to be nice. So I let someone else have a parking place. One that was up front. And I could have easily pulled in there. We were both there about the same time, but I saw it first. But I decided to be the nicer person and just let it be. Let it be. So, anyway, I'm riding around because that's just what I want to do. I think this guy just left right here. Yeah, he did. Actually, I'd rather be right here anyway, even though that one's closer. You know why? Because you have to go over them humps. I don't like them humps. So I just soon have this one. I got to remember, I'm in the car today. It's shorter than the truck. So I have to remember what vehicle I'm in. Y'all know about all that, don't you? I don't like it. I need to pull down and straighten up. Yeah, we're going to talk about Tim today, just so you know. I got notes printed out. That's right, notes! I got notes! You know why I got notes? Because I didn't really watch the videos. I just am not into watching him at this particular time. Oh, let's go back just a little bit more to where it beeps, almost. It was getting ready to beep. All right. I forgot. I got power seats. Okay, y'all. Just so you know, all weekend long I've been battling this, and I don't know what it is. I'm almost decided it's my blood pressure medicine because, you know, the one I'm on, one of the side effects is coughing, congestion, and even though I've been on it a long time, it can start at any time. I'm really beginning to think that's what it is. Also, Saturday night, yesterday morning, I was very dizzy, vertigo, whatever you want to call it. I got up and took my blood pressure, and it was extremely low. And so I did not take a blood pressure pill yesterday. I don't know if I'll take one today, but I probably will. But anyway, and I could break it in half, and that might be what I do, is break it in half, and then when I get home today, I'll take it and see where I'm at. Anyway, I don't want to get into it, why I think it might be happening. We'll talk about that at another time. We're going to get on with Tim. This is Monday. This is the 25th of August. It's 7:56 a.m. It is 63 degrees. We're supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow. And 87% humidity. So this week is supposed to be a cool week. Meaning cool temps. And the days, this is probably going to be the warmest day, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. All right. So the one that I printed out one yesterday. Okay, let's start with that one. And then we'll go into the one that I saw today. Okay, this video is the evening chat video from Saturday night. He talks about travel plans. And he said that he spent $250 on clothes and rugs, prime meat, and toiletries at Walmart. Now, I'll admit sometimes I spend a lot at Walmart, but it's been a long time that I've spent $250 in one. I mean, it's probably been over a year. I don't, with it just me, I might buy a shirt there occasionally. Now, I've not bought anything major there as far as jeans or anything like that in a year, I guess, or two. I may have bought one pair last winter. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, I've been looking at their jeans too, because, you know, the jeans are a little different, but I still love those Solera jeans. Now, they're soft and, you know, they're almost like pajama pants, but they're still jeans. The problem is that you have to be careful with the length. You know, I'm not one to get stuff hemmed, although I've got somebody that could do it for me. She's offered. But I hate asking people. I know I would pay her, but I still hate asking people. I don't know why. It's just, I have a hard time asking people to do stuff for me or help me out. You know, that I would rather Dave to do it for me. Although I know Dave's not going to ask her to hem my pants, but you know what I mean. All right, let's move on. Okay, he shows off his new rugs, which I don't know what they look like. You know, I mean, y'all can tell me if y'all saw them and if they're just out of this world gorgeous. You know, like he knows how to decorate his Flagstaff BR 549 or whatever it is. Anyway, he says he's not entirely happy, but he'll keep them. Well, you know, you've walked on them in there. I would hope you'd keep them. And then he shows his freezer and all the steaks and all that junk. I mean, do you really think do you people really want to see his freezer? I don't. Okay, talks about watching movies and YouTube videos due to the continuous rain in Florida. Well, I'm sorry that it's raining down there. It rained here a lot. I'm sure you're getting more rain because of where you're located, but isn't it that time of year to get rain? And I know it gets old. I know. And I know it gets old with the flooding. But that's where Timmy has chosen to live. From what I know and what I think I'm seeing is that there's nothing really tying him there now. If Tammy's moved away, he can move somewhere else. And I'm wondering if that's the case. Because he was talking about he got rid of some clothes, threw them out. I'm like, why can't you donate them? And I know what that means is he'd say, oh, that means I have to wash them again. And, you know, because he thinks that, I mean, it just amazes me how he claims to be a Christian, but yet he doesn't really do he doesn't take Christian-like actions, I guess is what I don't know if I need to say it that way. But he just, I don't know. Anyway, he talks about travel plans, the cost of the fuel for the truck, and we know what all this is about. Expenses associated with RV campgrounds, you know, especially when you go to the big areas, the popular areas out west. We know what that's all about. He's silently or dry begging you to send him money. Then he contemplates going to different places. He talks about going to the Grand Canyon. And he emphasizes that the journey is more important than the destination. And I agree. In most cases. I think you're more apt to remember the journey. Especially if it's someplace that you've been several times. Okay, now. He talks about, I thought I had something else printed out, but I guess not. Anyway, let's talk about the steak experience. Oh, the Crushing for Christ video. Let's talk about that first. And then I've got to go. The Crushing for Christ video that he did on Sunday, he says that people should share their finances. And I guess that means that you should collaborate together. I don't know. To me, I mean, I understand what he's saying. Yes, if you're living together, you should, or each should contribute something to the household. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to split it down the middle, but yes, you each should be contributing something. Whether it's financial or something else. You know, you could always keep the house clean. You know, both of you might not be, you know, if you're my age like me continuing to work, Dave not, if we did live together or got married, I would expect him to contribute something, whether it be keep the house clean, cook for me, or he'd be giving me a little bit of money. I mean, he pays rent now, so, he's going to be using the electricity. So, yes, I would expect him to contribute something. And he says that God wants you to contribute. Now, I don't ever remember, I remember God, in the Bible it talks about tithing and all that, but I don't ever remember God saying that you should contribute to the household. Now, if I'm wrong, or that, everybody should contribute, or y'all tell me what, because, I admit I'm no expert on the Bible. I read it, but sometimes I don't study it like I should. So I'm going to say I am no expert whatsoever. Even though I did read my devotional this morning. I know what it was about. But, I know she talked about Galatians and, that being prepared, and that we won't ever understand why things happen. But one day we'll know. God will let us know why that happened. And, anyway. He thinks that he thinks he has people. I think that in a way he does think he has some people snowed with this religious talk. But I think we all know that if he didn't think he was going to get some kind of blessings from it, he wouldn't be talking about it. All right, now, the salting of the steak. He says that it was too salty. Well, you should have known that if Tim salted something, that he's going to salt way too much. With everything that he does, he eats too much. Now he is obsessed with having this perfect steak. Or trying to fix the perfect steak. I don't dwell on it that much. If I'm eating steak, if I'm cooking a steak, I just cook it. I don't sit there and worry about, did I tenderize it, or did I, I'm just not going to worry about it that much. Yes, it's going to be eaten, but if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. You eat it and you move on, and you'll think, well, I'll do something different the next time. Or maybe it's the meat. Now, he uses Redmond salt, which is the same salt I use, but I don't use that much. I'll be honest with you. I probably don't use enough for, when I'm cooking my own meals, which I have been doing most of the time. So, my thing is that he's probably using way too much. And, everybody gets on with the pink salt, this and that. I think there's good pink salt and there's bad pink salt. If you're buying the cheapest at the grocery store, then you're getting the cheapest. I like the Redmond salt because I know where it's coming from. It's coming from a mine in the USA, and I think you get more flavor with the Redmonds, and you don't need near as much as you would use the pink salt. That's just me, Redmond salt, it used to be, it was hard to find. You had to order it, but now you can find it in some grocery stores. I think Publix has it, but don't quote me on that. There's also the Celtic salt or Celtic salt that is good too. Either one of those. So if you see one of those, I would definitely grab those over Morton salt or any of just the cheap salt. I would. But that's me. That's just me. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I really don't care. I'm just sharing you what I do. And okay, now he talks about prime cuts, and then he talks about Montreal steak seasoning. I've got that. I don't get it. What's so great about it? Just don't. Okay, he talks about the weather and that they've had biblical rain for 2 days. Well, I hate to hear that for him. And of course, he mentions his weight. He says he weighs 195. Now, somebody said one day in a comment I saw something about that he weighed 170 something. He obviously misspoke, but sometimes I don't think that's something that I think he means to misspeak. I guess is what I'm saying. I think he means to do that. All right, I got 15 minutes up. I got to go. And it talks about, he's watching his Westerns. Well, who really cares? And his future plans is to clean the kitchen. I thought his future plans was to travel. Now, I did look up a few campgrounds. If he wants to come to the Charlotte area, Camping World has a year-round campground. It's near Charlotte Motor Speedway that he could camp at. And actually, I don't think it's that expensive. I think it's like $300 a week. You can call them and talk to them about a monthly rate that, I don't know how much he's paying now. I would say he's got to be paying close to $1,000 a month. So I bet he could get a rate there of about $1,000 a month. But the thing is that I found apartments, 1-bedroom studio apartments, for that price. Now, let me ask you this much. Do you want to live in a camper for $1,000 a month, or do you want to live in an apartment for $1,000 a month? I'm going with the apartment, but that's just me. That's just me. Now, it might not be the apartment I would dream of being in, but you're in a building. You're in a stick and bricks, supposedly. I hate that terminology. That's why I hesitate to say it. I hate it. All right. I don't really have nothing else to say. Like I said, I didn't watch him really. I would click on it, and then after about a minute, I'm like, just let me do AI. And I did watch a lot of the Jeep. I want to say Jeep Jam, but that's the beach one. This is, then I want to say Jeep Takeover. Whatever. It's the Jeep Festival over in Pigeon Forge. And I watched a lot of Yankee in the South because they were there every day. And I saw where Adventure is out there, run into Yankee is out there. Yankee in the South. And it looked like that Will of Yankee in the South was trying to ignore Ryan of Adventure. And I don't know that. I'm just saying that's what it kind of looked like. And the gossip is that if Will can't control the narrative, he doesn't want to be in a video. And, I said that about me, too. If I can't control the narrative, I'm not sure I want to be in it. But, I was in sharing the journeys. It's all good. You get over it. When you're there and you're meeting somebody that you admire, and I admire Alex and Cindy, and then Alec and Cindy, and then Ryan and Bree, I admire them. They have a fabulous channel. And, that's all I can say is they have a fabulous channel. Now, I thought Yankee in the South channel is fine too. Don't have any problem with it. It's just I notice the little things. If you watch the old videos versus today, you notice little things that are different. And I can't help but wonder what's going on here. But that's just me. That's just the investigative part of me and also the shady side of me. All right, I got to go, y'all. Y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.